Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and welcome to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today, I'm going to make another Mother's Day card, but you could make this card for any occasion. I just have the craft show coming up just before Mother's Day, so I want to get a couple cards made for that occasion. I'm going to use today the stencil I got in yesterday's kit from GinaK. This is the Summer Bouquet layering stencils. And I'm going to use just the sentiments from this Celebration Wreath. This was the free incentive set, and then the purchased matching dies. It's going to be a fairly straightforward card today, just a lot of stenciling. I'm going to use some Glimmer mist. Let me get started. I'm making a yellow card today. My card base, and it's got some smudge in there, is 10 by 7. Scored it at the 5-inch line, folded it, and creased it with my bone folder. Now this is GinaK Sweet Corn, but you can use any color that you have. And then I used Master Layouts 8 to cut out. This is a shadow layer, which is 4 3/8 by 6 3/8, and this color is Butterscotch. Not the same shade, but it's a complementary color. And then I have a piece of white, which is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. That will go on the inside of my card, and I'm going to do a little stenciling on that also. And then the front panel of white cardstock is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then I just have a scrap of white that I'm going to do some stamping and die cutting on. All right, let me get started. The first thing I'm going to do is my stenciling. And this is just a 3-piece layer. Let me move it onto here. This layer does the large flowers. And then on the second layer, I'm going to do the greenery. And then the third layer has some smaller flowers. And it all goes together to make one giant stencil. I'm going to start by putting on the inside of my card, I just want to do a little bit of leaves and a couple of these little flowers. So I'm just going to come in here and put some leaves on. Now I'm going to use some sticky notes because I don't want to do that little leaf. And I don't want to do this part of the flower. I just want these leaves. And I'm going to use some washi tape just to hold this down today while I do this. Now, I'm going to use grass green for my grass. And then I'm just going to use one of the sticky notes to get them. And then just doing a light coat. And I'm only going one direction today because I want my shadow to fall that way. All right. And then a couple of these. Pull back one of these sticky notes because I don't want to get this flower on there. And I'm going to use Butterscotch. Just like that. I want to put some of these little circles just down below it to fill in. And that'll be the inside of my card. Okay. All right. Now to get the front panel. Now I'm going to just clean this off real quick with my tight towel. Because I need to put these three together as they make a large design. And I need to see where I want to put this on my card. So if I can kind of see all three layers through there and determine, that's probably a good placement right there. So I'm just going to take my washi tape and make a corner so that I can get my stencil in the same corner each time. Just like that. So I'm going to start with the first layer. And that looks good, other than the cat hair that's floating. All right, I'm going to make this flower. I want to do this in the sweet corn. I'm doing it in the three colors, the two colors, the sweet corn and the butterscotch that I used for the paper so that it will coordinate. And I'm just going to, again, I just want to do one direction today. And that looks pretty good. Beautiful. Set that aside. And now for the second layer is my foliage. Get that lined up. Back to my grass green. Ooh, pretty. All right. Done with the green. This is going to be a very quick card today, I think. Now for the third layer is where I want to add the butterscotch in. And I'm going to take this down since this has more areas for me to go over. And then I'm going to put a big piece down here to cover up that edge, just in case I get my brush down there. I don't want to put ink where I don't want it on my card. Good use for washi tape. I do have my Waffle Flower grip mat, and I use that when I'm off camera now because it doesn't like to stick to my sticky mat or my silicone mat. And this is the butterscotch. And I'm going with a medium heavy hand. I'm putting a little bit of light pressure down here. I'm not smashing the bristles flat. All right. Now let's peel and reveal. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay. All right, just set that all off to the side to wash when I'm done. Now, I am going to stamp onto my scrap paper. And the stamping platform, there it is. And set that aside. Well, you know, I'm going to splatter this. I'm going to try. We'll do that first. All right. This you can spray, but it puts out big clumps. So I just put a little bit on here and use my brush. And I'm going to take off my glasses so I don't get anything on them. And then I'm just going to, well, tap, 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 tap. I think I need some more. Actually, I didn't wash my brush from when I used the lunar paste the other day. There we go. I just kind of want to hit and miss. Adds a little bit of sparkle and all right. And I'm just going to clean that up. I'll use a wet wipe here. Okay. Set that aside to dry for a moment. And I come back and get out my heat tool. Get my glasses back on. If you wonder why I take my glasses off, I ruined a pair of prescription glasses using the lunar paste. I splashed it back up on my face. So this way I can get it on my face without ruining my glasses. Okay, now get that little scrap of white. Ah, there it is. Now I want to use wishing you a very happy and then Mother's Day. Now that I'm looking at the card in progress, I'm thinking I may want to use gold mirror for the shadow layer on the card instead of the butterscotch, but I'll take a look at that and find out. I'm going to angle that one sideways just so that I can save space. Now I have not used these stamps yet, just got them yesterday. So I need to condition them, which is getting the coating off of them. And I'm just going to rub my fingers across. And I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair Nocturne just to ink them up. A little bit more pressure on that Mother's Day. Those look good. Just going to clean this stamp off now with my tidy towel. And get the Misty out of the way. And get my cutting mat. Want to move that. Okay. I know this is this one. This one looks like it could be this one. And it is. I'm going to tape this one down with just a piece of washi. Once I get the placement just right. I don't want this one to slip at all. The other one doesn't need it. I'm going to cut these out. Set that aside. All right, now I'm going to get my heat tool. I just have a very, very old Doris heat tool. And I'm just going to run it across this. I like to heat from the front and the back. Because if you just do it from the front all the time, as you can see, the paper starts to curl up a little bit. If you turn it over, that helps flatten it back out. And it may be because I have a very old heat tool, and it only has one heat setting. It works great. No need to get another. All right, now I know this is done and it's going on the inside of the card. So let me glue that down. Now to decide, do I want still? Yeah, I still want the butterscotch. Well, I'm going to put you on pause and grab a piece of gold just so I can see what it looks like. Just a moment. Okay, I grabbed a piece of Spellbinders Mirror Gold. I want to see how that looks behind this. Oh, you know what? I'm going with the Mirror Gold. I wonder. I just made some strips and staggered it. No. Definitely no. I'm just playing around with some different layout ideas. If I just had a narrow strip of gold off to the side. But no, it's just going to be the gold. I'm going for it. And you can use whatever, pardon me, you can use whatever colors you think would look good on your card. Once I put that gold shimmering mist on there, you can see how that's, yes, Kenneth, it sparkles very prettily, doesn't it? That just made me think of the gold mirror cardstock. And center. Not right now, Kenneth. I'll brush your hair when we're done. And then I'm just going to center that on. I'm not going to pop this up. I want this to be fairly flat. Oh my goodness, what's the matter? He knows when we come to the basement, I do his hair brushing down here. He prefers to have his hair brushed when when the other cats aren't here with him. Mirror cardstock has a tendency to not want to hold immediately, which is why I'm using my block to press it down. All right. I like that. And I do love that shimmer mist. Or glimmer mist, I'm sorry. It's a high quality shimmering spray, glittering gold. Now for the sentiments. Do I want to put it in the middle? If I did that, I think one would have to be almost need a bigger sentiment for here. If I did that. I'm going to put you on pause again. My cat wants out and I need to think on the sentiment. This is not big enough. Okay, I'm back and I have figured out a solution because scale matters, at least to me, when I'm doing a larger card. I have this Spellbinders. This is the Be Bold Color Block Happy Birthday. This is too big for any of my cards, but the Happy. And it comes all apart. So I am going to use my new T-square. Let's see. That I got as part of the last GinaK card kit. is I want to put happy. And what I did is I cut out 3 layers of black cardstock because I wanted these to be elevated, but they're so tiny in parts that I didn't want to have to put foam dots behind them. So I just made them 3 layers tall. And I thought if I put the happy across the middle, and then I could put Mother's Day right underneath it, but I need to get this lined up and where I want it. So let's see. Getting it placed when all the letters are separate is challenging for me. I think that looks good. Oh, sorry, my finger. Those of you with arthritis, did your finger ever stick and then you have to unstick it by bending it forcefully? My finger just did that. Because I should have left the T-square on there, but I think now that I have it lined up, I should be able to just keep going unless I bump it. Sure, before they're stuck down permanently. There we go. All right, now I'm just going to use my block to push them down. Okay, so the happy went right across. And what if I did the Mother's Day off to the side or down at the bottom? It doesn't look good on, oh, maybe if I move it right underneath the letters, but over towards the Y. Off center that a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll do that. All right. Now I will use a foam strip on this. Let's get my reverse tweezers here just to right there. Okay. And I want to add a few little gemstones. Let me grab them. And I'm thinking of just some crystal clear gems. And I want some at the bottom because it needs a little something down here. I didn't get enough splatter down here. And I don't want to splatter again. So I'm just going to put a little bit of grouping. Let's see. I'll put 3 there, 1 there, and 1 there. I'm just going for it. I'll tell you, with this silicone mat, doing it on camera, I don't lose as many gems as I did before, because they just stick right here. Sometimes they would just go flying across the room. There's a little tiny one. And let me see how I like that. Okay. All right. That is my card for today. And I love that shimmering glimmer mist. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay warm, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.